I've been playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla still. Like I said, I don't have a huge amount of time playing, so I try to, these games usually take me a little bit longer than a guy who could play 8 hours a day. But
how far do you think you are?
I'm like 40-something hours in, maybe 40, 45, 50. I venture off. I'm the type of guy who, every time I'm in a certain part, I want to try to complete every single thing within that part before I move on to the next.
Yeah, so when you're done with the game, you're done with the game. I'm a little bit
behind. I should have my area all built up by now, but I'm kind of behind in that. I just like to go around doing stuff, but yeah, that's really about it.
How much longer do you think you have in the game?
If I like kind of just go through the main story now, and I kind of like force my way through it rather than doing some side quests and stuff, I could probably beat another 10 hours. I could probably just beat the story part of it.
So you got another 30.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because
quest.
You do 5 hours into a normal quest, then 10 hours is the side quest, and 10 hours of that. But yeah, and the DLC's coming out soon, so I'll be playing this for a while, I guess. Well, I'm actually, what's coming out recently? There's another game. I know Resident Evil Village is coming out soon, so I got to beat this before that. That game's once that game comes, Valhalla's done. Yeah, I got to look at my list. I made a list of wish list that I got to look at what games I want, but it's really not it's nothing too crazy. All the we'll talk about later. The Final Fantasy supposedly new episode, not the DLC, is coming out soon. That's another thing I got to play, but that's probably short. That probably won't take too long, you would think. Yeah, I don't know. I have to look at my wish list to see really what else I got to come out with. But other than that, that's it. Assassin's Creed's coming out with their DLC soon. Wrath of the Druids is pretty cool. That's going to be it's going to dive into Gaelic myths and folklore and stuff like that. So it's going to it seems like it's going to kind of go out of the more of the really. I mean, listen, riding on a wolf is not really realistic, but it tends to keep it a little bit more realistic in the Viking era. But this is going to kind of sway off of it a little bit.
So now this is an add-on to a game you're playing right now.
What?
This is an add-on to a game you're playing right now.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yeah.
When is this coming out?
It's coming out, I think, April 29th. So
you're gonna get the game beat before that comes out.
Yes. Yes. I'm hoping. We'll see what happens. They're also having a transmog feature, which is going to be a patch where you could actually take sort of similar. I think Diablo. What are the Diablo? I don't know. Diablo 3 has this, where you could take. Yeah, it has it. You could take an item and you could just change the look of it. Keeps the same stats. Yeah, but you change the look.
You could do that in D3. If you have a two-handed mace and there's a bunch of two-handers, you can make it look like that one.
Yeah, so they're going to come out with something like that, which is kind of cool because I feel like so far the amount of places I'm playing, I know you're going to be like, oh, maybe you haven't found any good armor yet or something like that. But so far I had the same I've upgraded the same armor, but it's the same similar look. It just changes to gold from silver to whatever, but it's similar. I haven't found anything too different yet. Yeah, I mean, it seems like a lot of things are the same. Supposedly this transmog. I
can't even say anything to it because he's the one that already said I got to play through all the side shit. So if anyone would have found something, it would have been you anyway.
Yeah. So I guess the transmog is going to make it a little bit more customizable, so you can make your character look a little different. So that's that.
For $30, get a loot box.
No, well, actually, they got some pretty cool.
He's like, well, I did spend $10. What's $30?
They actually have some pretty cool stuff. I have to say.
Double down.